We got it. Okay, so Jacob, do you have your pencil, or are you still eating lunch? Okay, good. All right, Henry, you're in good shape. Let's draw the nose, and I'm going to use an oval, just like a sideways oval. And then as I fill it in, I'm just going to be really sure not to do the highlight. There's like this open spot. All dogs' noses are they're wet. Like if the dog is healthy, it has a wet nose. It's bizarre. It's like the nose is inside out. Anyway, one of the ways that you can make something look wet is by showing that it has a reflection. It's reflecting the light source. Sometimes you can use it in people's eyes. You'll see like there's like highlight in the eye. You can see it on glass because glass isn't wet necessarily, but it's shiny. Anyway, so we're trying to make this dog's nose look wet. God bless you. All right, so let's get the top of the snout. And the top of the snout leads us to these two eyes. So the two eyes are kind of floating in the middle of nowhere. And that's kind of the same concept as a broken line, meaning the broken line is like they're individual lines that are kind of like not touching any other line. So they're independent.
Didn't we do this last week?
Jacob, you were in a different class and you're doing a makeup. So we will, this was, but we're not going to do this the whole time. This is just a warm up. You can try it again. We did 2 dogs last time. This time we're just going to do 1. Okay, so then we got the bangs. Here's where the broken line begins. Broken line for the bangs / the eyebrows. And then we can use a triangle for one ear. And then we can use a triangle for the inside of the ear. That's interesting. So if you do a solid triangle for the inside of the ear, then you can use the broken line for everything on the outside of the ear. Love that. So I've been talking a lot about broken lines, but if you look at the upper lip versus the lower lip, the upper lip is hairy. And it looks like it's made up of the broken lines, but all the broken lines are touching. So there's the upper lip, and then the lower lip is like that really unique skin that you ever seen dogs' lips? They're kind of interesting. I think dogs have to make their mouths be able to open really, really, really wide, like way wider than humans. So their lips there's like lots of extra skin and they're really stretchy. So anyway, this is that smooth, stretchy skin of the dog's lips. And you can see the bottom one, both on the side that faces us and then the far side. And I might even use a little pink to represent the tongue in this little puppy. Okay, so the nice thing is that these are all parts that we're familiar with. You know, where there's eyes, nose, mouth, ears, and bangs. And it's a good warm up to try to get, collect your marks and to practice putting the right marks in the right place. These whiskers that come down the side, not the chin hair. So let's just do the chin hair first. So it comes down the chin turns into the jaw, and that is a broken line. That's just like the ears, it's a broken line, broken straight line. And then the cheek whiskers, on the whiskers on the side of the head, those are more like a zigzag, which I love as well. So we got zigzag versus chin hair. And then I'm going to make my puppy standing straight up and down, like almost like begging for a treat or something. And the reason I have to do that is because I need to make the back straight because it won't fit because the paper is too big. So there's my back. I'm going to make a straight back, but I can still fit the dog's tail in here. That's going to be a triangle. It's going to be a bigger triangle than the ears, but still a triangle. And because my dog is sitting straight up, I'm going to be able to make him show his feet. His feet and legs are in the leaves because he's playing around in this scene. But dogs have arms and legs, and if you imagine your own arms, you've got like a little bit of a shoulder, and then you get to the elbow, and then that elbow goes to the wrist, And that wrist bends over, and then you get into the fingers. So those are his little paws. And to be honest, the bone structure of dogs is very similar to humans because they're both mammals. So we'll do the right leg, right paw, and we'll do the left paw. Broken line on the arm, and then solid line in the toes. And I'm going to add little toenails because my dog's toes just are always tapping on our hardwood floors. So it's hard for me to imagine a dog's toe without toenails. I don't know if you guys have ever drawn bunny's legs, but the bunny's legs have like a knee, and then the knee goes down to the ankle, and then the ankle goes into the toes. So here are my toes down here. So I'm going to use the broken line, and again, we have the broken line on the front of the knee in the picture, but we don't have any of the hair that's on the bottom. We just don't see the dog's legs. I'll do this. Just repeat that because the dogs have 2 legs and 2 arms. So we'll repeat that. If I'm going too fast, I hopefully, Henry, you'll tell me. Same with you, Jacob. Jacob, you're pretty fast, so hold it a little closer. Yeah, that looks good. From what I can tell, it's good. It's still a little bit small. You might have to have your mom email me the.
Let me just get the lights on.
It's sitting.
Good. He's a good boy. Here, you can draw a bone. Look at it. We draw this bone up here.
Is that better? Is that? No.
There's a little doggy treat. It's not a real bone. It's just a dog treat.
All right. The best I can do. What is this?
Can you move it really close to the camera head? Yes. I love him. I can see him perfectly. Yes, thank you. He's got a, he looks awesome. Looks like he's got a big lower jaw, which is not bad. Don't change it. I'm just noticing one of the differences. I love it. And I like how large you drew. I have to, like, if you look at the size of my hand, I mean, this drawing is pretty small because it has to fit on the Zoom screen. If you want, you can put him in an environment. You can put some grass in there. You can put some leaves down. The picture does have a couple different varieties of leaves. And the main...
Trevor. I just want to make mine in thin air.
Okay, you can make them floating. Floating in thin air. But gentlemen, please make a special note of the holly. Let's see. See the holly branch up here? The next piece that we're going to be working on is, in fact, it's called a shadow drawing or a silhouette drawing of some holly. So the holly up here, it's almost like concave. It's almost like, it feels like almost like a spider's web. There's a holly branch up there. Let me move my fingers. I keep thinking I'm going to bump it. I don't know why I didn't show you this, but there's a piece of pie in the picture. And this comes from a highlights where you have like the hidden picture. And this is supposed to be like a piece of blueberry pie. I don't know why I drew a dog treat when I could just draw a pie. Hidden amongst the leaves. And if you can come up with your own original treatment of leaves, please. I mean, you can make one like a maple leaf. Ooh, I like that maple leaf. We'll do another holly.
Trevor?
Yes, sir.
Is it thunderstorming there? Because it is here.
So it did thunderstorm, but it's gone now. It was,
Okay, but
I think we only heard like two things of lightning, like two thunderbolts.
yeah,
I didn't see any lightning, but I heard the thunder.
I heard a lot of thunder.
Yeah,
And also I heard two thunder just now.
Right now,
nice.
Uh-huh.
the sky is gray, but it's not raining or thunderstorming yet.
Yeah, you guys will probably get it. I'm like near Mount Washington, which is near Ruxton. So I don't know where you guys are located, but it's probably coming your way. I don't know. I'm trying to make a good time here, and I drew a ladybug. Nice. Jacob, when did you make that?
I didn't make it. My friend gave it to me.
Oh man, exchanging art is the best. You got to
It's
figure out.
nice.
You better get a folder. What is it? Well, one looks like a horse. That black blob looks like a horse.
It's not. It's a dead person.
Oh goodness,
It's a dead Among Us person.
a dead humongous person,
Uh-huh.
a dead giant.
Among Us.
Among Us is a game.
Yeah, I will. I will check that out. Among Us.
Hold on, will this?
Okay, you guys ready to try the next one? Ooh, almost spilled my coffee. Should we do a candlestick first? No, let's do this one. This is a nice follow-up. This is what you call this is literally a print, and it is, we're gonna start with the holly branch, which has some stickers on it. Then there's holly berries, and then there is, holly leaves, baby leaves, and big leaves. So I'll just show it to you. It's really cool. Okay. And it's one of those things that when you look at it first, you're like, it's not that good. And then once you start drawing it, you're like, actually, yeah, it's pretty awesome. Okay, so this is out of an illustration. This is out of a book of A Christmas Carol. This is an illustrated version of A Christmas Carol. And it's by this famous artist who I always remember. My mom loves him. His name's Arthur Rackham. He's a little dark for me, but he's got some pretty cool. He does have some cool art. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I'll try and move this over this way. Is that good? It's not centered. His drawings are a little bit scary. They've got like little like demons and like giants and like they're just like I mean, he illustrates stories, so he didn't write the story, but he does a lot of fairy tales. And there's like a lot of fairy tales, if you actually read them, are pretty scary. Like Hansel and Gretel is like such a scary story, even though it's a children's story. Okay, let's do this, guys. I'm going to start with a pencil so that I can, fill it in and erase if I need. And then I might come in with a pen.
Oh God, I just heard thunder.
You drew thunder?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you drew lightning.
I keep hearing thunder.
Oh, you just heard it. I was like, you can't draw thunder. Oh man, this is beautiful.
You can make it because you can just do like kaboom.
Yeah, you could like make the sound.
Ooh, can we
Might write it.
can we draw a thunderstorm today?
Yeah. Can we do it right after this?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we'll do it from our imagination. Okay, so the nice thing about this type of drawing is that you start from the inside and you work your way out. And I'll show you what I mean. So there's a stick. You see the stick that runs all the way up from this angle? Sorry, it went out of focus. Okay, let me straighten this out. Everybody should be able to see that. Okay, this is great. All right, so this angle, the stick runs like this. You can almost see it like an arrow. So start with the straight line. Even though the stick is a little bit crooked, we can start with a straight line because I'll show you what I mean. So the stick is going to angle, it's going to swell this way. Then it's going to swell this way. Then it swells this way again. And then it swells that way. Do you see how I'm bending? I'm thickening the line, but bending it. And once you get those, then you can make them even thicker. So then you actually just start coloring, you start shading before you even start drawing. So there's this little arrowhead on the bottom where the branch got pulled off of the tree. Then there's like a little bump right here. And then there's a little sticker. I don't know if it's a sticker, but it could be a thorn, who knows. And then right at this point, that's where you get the stem. So we're not going to draw the branches yet, but you could draw the middle of that leaf. Maybe just draw the middle of the leaf. And then I'm going to make this branch thicker still. And I get this little broken twig part. There's another branch. Off of this branch is where we're going to get the berries. Now, I don't want to draw the berries real dark just yet, but they're just circles. So maybe I can like just draw that little cluster of the circle, and I can see that there's a little spiral that comes off this end. Okay, let's do the next one. And we keep climbing up a little bit higher. Then we get this spiral. It looks just like this other illustrator used to draw with a lot of spirals. Anyway, there's that spiral, and then there's a small, teeny leaf that runs this way. All right, let's keep climbing up, make it a little thicker, make that branch thicker. We're going to get the other holly leaf. So there's only 2 holly leaves that we have to worry about. And then this one curls down to the right. So this one angles up and to the left, comes to a point, and then there's one that curls down and to the right, and that ends with a point. At any point, if you think it's like a good time to start shading in your leaf, you can do it. Just start from the inside of the stem and work out. So I do this in an order that is comfortable for me. You can do it in whatever order you want. Now you can see the image just as well as I can. And then above this little spiral on the top, we're gonna get the second cluster of berries, which conveniently are circles. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then there's 2 that look like they're kind of behind. And that was me starting from the outside going in, which might make it a problem later. When I was talking about inside out, meaning we start from the middle of the branch and then we keep shading it until it gets thicker. Whereas I started with the outside of the berries, and then we're gonna fill them in from the outside in. Drawing is both ways. You start from the inside and work out. Start from the outside, work in. It really depends on how comfortable you are. Most people start from the outline and color it in or shade it in from the outside in. I just want you to know that it's perfectly fine to start with the middle, especially when you're doing all this shading. It doesn't have really subtle color differences. So I'm starting from the middle, and then I'm going to build my spiky holly leaves. And holly leaves are so beautiful. They're the richest. They have like this little waxy, shiny finish to them, like a sheen. But man, if you bump into those things, you hit those tips, they are so sharp. They are so sharp. I love holly. Because I do a lot of hikes in the winter. Actually, that's when I do the most amount of my hiking, is being in the woods in the winter. And the holly always stands out, and because it's bright green. And then the berries always stand out because they're bright red. Of course, you can't eat them, but they are very beautiful, like incredibly beautiful. So anyway, I'm always fond of hollies. That's probably why I chose this. So hopefully my hand's not in the way too much. You can see that the outside lines are a little bit imprecise, and that's because the printing, the ink, takes to the paper differently every single time. So they did a drawing in a piece of wood and then used that wood block or linoleum block to make prints. I'm sure you guys have all made prints before in school. They have it creates like a really beautiful, the fact that it's not exact, the fact that it is a little irregular, is part of what makes it beautiful. All right, so I'm not trying to hurry, but I'd say we're about halfway through. I got to finish the other leaf. I got to finish the other berries, and then we'll figure out how to do this thunderstorm. We'll talk about probably overlapping clouds, angled rain, and then we'll see what kind of see what.
Make like houses.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is it raining on? We could draw houses. We can make it a forest.
We could make
All of it.
people taking a walk.
Ooh, yeah. We could do umbrellas.
Yeah, with umbrellas.
Yeah. Or people going into a shop.
Right, yeah, like trying to get out of the rain.
No, like going shopping.
That would be a cool street scene of like a you'd have like a bunch of different stores. I don't know if that holly branch look how that looks, but fantastic. Okay, it's getting there. We're getting there. I do like these little spirals. I don't really remember them being on the tree, but maybe they're like baby leaves. I don't know. Maybe they're just like leaves that haven't fully sprouted yet. So the berries, you have a little bit of flexibility, but not a lot. Meaning that there's like some medium sized ones and a small one, but it's not like ones are huge and then some are small. Like they're all close to the same size. So you want to be aware of that as you put in these berries. Very pretty. So it's a my spiral here overlapped my berries, and I'm okay with that. It doesn't have to be. I'm not copying this to be exact. I'm copying this to practice and to make my own version of something that's beautiful. My light is on a sensor, and it just shut off. Hold on, let me go. I got. Usually when I stand up, it comes back on. Okay, it's back. All right, so it's 3:29, so that's good. I'm thinking, why don't you guys let me know when you're getting close to being finished, and I'll just go off of that. I'm gonna try
I'm
and.
already done. I'm already onto the rain thing.
Okay, good. Henry, how about you?
Let's see. I just gotta add some like details.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, we can. I mean, we can take as long as we want. Jacob always. Well, Jacob, would you say you're always draw fast? Pretty much.
Well, only once. I don't. Only
Well,
once I
you can
didn't.
draw. You can draw fast. You can draw slow. It's whatever whatever your mood is, really. Whatever makes the piece look best. Some people like a style that is, faster. Other people like styles that are a little more.
I'm done.
Let's see, dude.
It's like this.
Ooh,
Hold on, let me make it. It's supposed to be like.
that's a nice piece.
Yeah, it looks like it's.
Are you happy with it? I'm going to do what I call
Need this.
I like I like shore up my edges. We can call it edging. Sometimes it's called punching your darks. If we were adding light marks, you can punch your lights, like add your highlights. Here, we're only using dark tones on light paper. So if there's a part that you made like too light, you can come back in for finishing touches and try to darken it up. You can also get crisp edges. Sharpen up your edges if you want to have a clean line. Hold on a second, guys. I'm getting some messages from the person who's in charge. All right, gentlemen. Okay, let's start this. Let's start this storm. Hey, Kristen.
Hi.
All right, I need a fresh. Let's go get a fresh sheet of paper. What do I do with my whole stack? There we go. Are you guys using colored pencils or using pencil, pen?
I have them. I'm just not really using them.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I was thinking about maybe doing a pen. I just found it here. Oh, those are nice. What's that? What are those? Henry, are those your pencils?
This is a ruler, I think.
Oh, wow. That thing's incredible.
And I don't have a background on.
Good.
I don't know why it's like this.
I just think sometimes if the camera settings adjust to your face, which is on darker, with the light gets overexposed, and then if it goes onto the light, it reduces the exposure, and then your face goes dark. It's either one or the other. This is better. Okay, boys. All right. So what do we need? Storm clouds. Jacob, can I see what you did so far, so I can look at how you set it up? A little closer. Oh, cool. So you put in a big house.
Yeah, my house.
Oh, great. All right. So Henry, are you going to start with the ground and move up, or do you want to start with the sky and move down?
I'm gonna start with the sky.
Okay.
And I will just
So here, I'm gonna draw a rectangle. This pen's not very good. I'm drawing my rectangle just so I know what my limits are, so I don't like run off the page. I don't always start my pictures this way, but I think this is fine. Okay. Whew. All right, so let's do these clouds. I'm gonna do one huge cloud up here. Then maybe I'll put a smaller one.
connected.
I think I've seen this before. This guy did what was called a marine painting. Basically, it was like a bunch of ships, and in the far right hand corner, he had. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll make it on the water. He made the right corner these storm clouds, but on the left side there were no clouds. It was only raining, like from the clouds in half of the picture. That actually sounds amazing. All right, so I'm going to draw a possible edge where the water meets the sky. And I also have found that if you have a ruler or a straight piece of paper, that usually look like rain. Do it lightly. These lines kind of, it's starting to look like it. And then you can freehand some of it. I just made mine at a slight angle. I hope that's a good call, rather than like straight down. Should I do some lightning? I think we got to make some lightning. I have to show you this, boys. You got to check this out. So on my front porch, this is my front porch or my house. We had a thunderstorm about a week and a half ago. I can actually tell you the exact date. And I watched this, boys. This is outside of my front house. and I took a video in slow motion. Henry, are you looking at this?
That's slow motion?
Yeah, you can actually see this. See how the street light is flashing? It's one of those LED lights. So here comes.
I've never saw. Well, I've only saw two like small, lightning strikes.
Yeah, this one it was coming.
Wait, no, three.
Anyway, see how it's coming out from the side? I think I might draw my lightning like that. Only because it's something that I've recently seen. So, gentlemen, if you look, I'm going to put a little island down here. I've noticed something about trees and lightning that you can have in common. So check this out. So if I draw a tree, it's going to go this, like that's the trunk, and then it changes a little bit. So I do the left side, then do the right side, then I do the left side, and then the right side, then the left side, then the right side. Then, and because it's a tree, it'll split and it'll get smaller. So each tree trunk, splits into the boughs, but then every change of direction, if you do the left side, right side, and sometimes it'll be top and bottom. So this branch comes out to the side, so it'll be top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. And then those branches break into boughs. No, the boughs break into branches. So it's going to a little bit thinner, but the left side, right side, left side, right side, left side, right side, left side, right side, left side, right side. And and then you just build up this tree. See how organic it looks? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So when you go left side, right side, and granted the trunk is going to widen out to turn the transitions into the transition to the root system, but the roots are different than the tree trunk. And when I was looking at the way that the lightning bends, you can like track the bending by these little left side, right side, left side, right side, left side, right side. And it just like becomes crazy. And then obviously if it's so thin, it's just a little change direction. But the classic lightning bolt is angle, 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 and it goes into a tip. That's like the classic lightning bolt. And you can make that like even more jagged. So you go this angle, sharp angle, sharp angle. I love this. Whoever's idea this was, it was phenomenal. Oh yeah, Jacob.
It was Jacob's.
I guess both of you guys were. I mean, and is it actually thundering and lightning there right now?
Not where. Hold on, let me check. There's a curtain. No, it's not yet.
So now this is the interesting part. I'm
It is here.
imagining that the rain is hitting the ground up here. Should I turn it into like a flood? Like should there be like and make it the water like turn into like a stream? And the reason I bring this up is that the way that water flows is actually really kind of similar. Ooh, I can make splashes on the ground. Yes. You can imagine it like a raindrop hitting the ground and then splashing in the puddle. But it's interesting. I mean, what we've drawn is lightning coming from the clouds to the ground. and then you draw the tree coming from the ground to the clouds. And the tree actually brings water up through, there must be some kind of like suction seal. I'm not
I
exactly
made
sure.
a lightning rod here on top of my house.
Cool. I forgot to do the house. Maybe I'll put the house right here.
That could be a dog house.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, let me make it a doghouse. Poor dog. Hopefully he's inside. What else does it need? I guess I can spend more time with the, there's lightning all the way back here. That's nice. But how am I going to make it look like lightning? Because it has to be light up against dark. Maybe it's one of those things that I'll have to like save it for the painting. Added another layer of, I added a whole nother layer of clouds, which maybe I'll make that rain coming from that. If I change the color, you think I can make the lightning yellow?
It could actually be the same color as the video.
I'm not very good at drawing hands, so this doesn't look my
You're
person.
drawing hands?
Yeah, my person doesn't look very good because of these stupid hands, bro.
Give them mittens.
Let's direct the arm angle.
I'm gonna so what I did is I separated my lightning and my tree branches mainly by color. So the smaller my tree branches go, the more they wind up looking like thunder. But not with the color. I mean, with the color, it's like really clear what it is. Oh, I thought I had another blue. I have a blue pencil, but it's graphite. Right back, guys. Need a blue pencil. All right. I'm gonna make my little river here. I'm gonna make that blue. I'm gonna make my grass green. Barely green. And then I think I have this book is it's a book about it's called Romanticism as a movement, and they definitely drew storms. So I have to find one. Wow. The rainbow. Ooh. It's a rainbow in a storm. So rulers for the straight lines work really well. But that's wild. This is a wild time.
God, this guy.
Did I say you guys did?
Literally pouring.
There's a lot of rainbows in romanticism.
Did you know that the oldest tree alive is in America and it's 5,000 years old?
Is it in California?
No, it's in Nebraska.
Really?
Mhm.
Have you seen it, Henry?
Only online. It's in Great Basin National Park.
Oh. Oh, yes. Is it like kind of like almost like feels like it's wind blown?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Let me show you this one. It's back here. Let's see the problem is that these reproductions are so big that they're hard to like show on the screen. But you can see the lightning. That was like one. This is like one small photo. And it's called.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it is cool. I just wish you could see the.
Is it real?
No, I mean it's a painting. There goes the iPad. Don't get dizzy. I'm going this way. This is a this painting is by Caspar David Friedrich, and it's not a storm. Oh, here's a storm. Maybe even fit on here. Caspar David Friedrich um, called this sublime, and they were like really like paintings of really dramatic landscapes. It's like him standing on these rocks, looking out over, you know, hundreds and hundreds of miles. Let's see, Jacob. Wow. Did you just make that?
I'm almost done. I just need to draw the rain.
All right. So this isn't the piece I was talking of, but it's a similar idea where you've got the sun and the sky on this side of the picture is, you can see, it's letting light in. And then you have all these clouds that are dumping all this rain coming over. It's called Snowstorm. It's Hannibal and his army crossing the Alps. I don't know that story. Joseph Turner, not William Turner. And then this is what I was telling you. Like, there's all these, the promise to like God's covenant to not like flood the earth was like obviously a theme that was like really important. But I think it's a really beautiful rainbow. Look at that thing. Victor Hugo. All right, back to my drawing. Is there anything I can do to fix this thing? Should I draw a miniature version of the dog, Jacob? You can test my skills. Is that a new toothbrush?
Yeah, because I got it from the dentist yesterday.
That's great. All right, I'm gonna put the dog right here. There's his nose, his two eyes, his upper mouth, his lower mouth. There's the chin,
Oh my god, I'm so close to being done right now.
his bangs, his ear.
Just making sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Just
You
making sure.
said you're so close to you said you're so close to being done. I was like,
Yeah, I'm really close to being done.
I mean, we got 5 minutes, so what I was thinking was, I'm
Oh
like,
my god, 5
I was
minutes?
I was like, that's perfect. I was like, this is perfect timing. I'm gonna use a broken line down his back into the tail, and then his back leg, his foot, and his front leg into his paws. Boy, this guy's a good boy. What a nice dog. The dog is right between two epic thunderbolts.
It looks like, from over here, it looks like a chicken.
Oh, thank you very much, Jacob. It's very kind of you. You think it looks like a chicken?
Yeah, from over here, it looks like a chicken.
Not really, but
Man,
Yeah, not really, but, there.
I'm just kidding. I guess it looks. I can make a chicken.
It would be funny if there was a chicken.
Should I put a chicken being struck by lightning?
Yes.
Now I feel a little bad, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, so we'll do the chicken's mouth,
Can I hang it in more?
and then
Please?
we'll put his feathers.
It also could be a duck or a goose.
Yes, it does. Maybe if I add a little bit of a red highlight to the top of his head. Does that look more like a chicken?
And yeah,
It's like
You don't see chickens. You don't
I'm
see
done.
chickens, like wings that often. Like you don't see them like spread their wings all that much. Oh, it needs a rooster tail. There it is. What? Oh my gosh! I thought they almost had a fire alarm. So I heard something that sounded like a fire alarm. I was like, guys, I think I have to go outside. What else could this picture have? I guess I should put the sun in there. Put the sun on.
Hello? I'm done.
Oh, wow. Henry, that lightning is amazing. Yeah, and and all that rain. Hold on, I'm just gonna stop the share. You don't need to see mine, but I'll be able to see it a lot larger if I'm able to pin you. Okay, you're pinned. And is that your house or is that just a house?
No, that's just a house.
Is that the sun back there?
No.
Oh, those are clouds. Duh. I see the clouds. Yeah, that is so next level. Look at those. Excellent. That's fun. All right, Jacob, let me pin you. Let me see yours up close. Place pin. You show it again, Jacob. Yeah, man. Gorgeous tree. Amazing rain. Yeah, let me get in those details. You're still on mute, man.
I made a goose dodging the lightning.
Yes. I was hoping that's what it was. Oh, there he is. All right, that's excellent. That was so fun. Boys, I thank you. It was a small class today. We're like in between terms. Henry, do you have a good time?
Oh yeah.
Good, dude. I'm very excited. This is going to be a really good summer.
Oh, next week, can we do Among Us people?
Among Us people? Yeah, I wrote Among Us down, and I also wrote the world's largest tree in Great Basin. I will look them up. Among Us people sound like, I don't like to draw dead people, just me. So
No, look, this is what they look like.
yeah, if I can find something appropriate from Among Us, I will look into it. I can't make any promises. It's a nice piece. Tell your friend he did a good job on the drawing.
I can make an Among Us person for you.
Will you make it and show it at the beginning of next class? Because I have another class coming in right now.
Okay.
Henry, great to see you. Jacob, it's always a great time.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys next week. Ciao.